Welcome back, Towners, to week 7 of our game day food and football series. This week we're going to make some cucumber roll-ups. Let's get it. Alright, welcome back, Towners, to week 7 of our game day food and football series. Week 6, I did great. I was 12-0 going into the last two games, the Sunday night game and the Monday night game. Both of those came down to pretty much the last play and ended up losing both of those. So ended up going 12-2, but I was like, man, I could possibly go 14-0 with all the picks, but didn't happen. That's all good. So on to week 7. This week we made some cucumber roll-ups. So we're just going to go straight into the video on how we made these. All right, Towners. To start off here, we have all of the vegetables that we're going to use to make this cucumber roll. We have our cucumber, some mini sweet peppers, roma tomato, some green onions, our homemade jalapeno, and some cilantro. All right, now start off, we're going to use our cucumber and basically take our peeler and just start peeling off some thin slices from the cucumber. You're basically going to be able to peel this down as basically as thick as or as wide as your peeler is. Once you get down to the point to where you can't peel anymore, it's going to basically start shredding and breaking up the slices. So we just flipped it over and started working on the other half. If you want to, you could kind of cut the cucumber to the length of your peeler. That way you'll make sure you get slices all the way through. But we didn't need that much. We only needed about 12 to 15 slices or so. So we just kept cutting a few out until we got enough. And this is what our cucumber looked like after we finished. We still had about more than a half of the cucumber left. But we went ahead and just separated the ones that we're going to use to the ones that we're not going to use and just put those to the side. Next, we're going to cut up the rest of our veggies. Here are our mini sweet peppers. We try to keep it colorful. We have a red one, an orange one, and a yellow one. Then we sliced up our roma tomato as well as our green onions. And julienne, I should say. The cilantro and jalapeno, we cut those up off camera. We placed everything to a bowl, and this is what it looked like after we finished slicing everything up. Now we are getting our cucumber slices, and we're basically just laying them out flat across the cutting board, so that way we can start spreading out our cream cheese on top of it. The cream cheese, you want to get it softened. You can leave it out on the countertop for about an hour or two to soften up. But if it's not softened, just go ahead and cut off as much as you're going to need and throw it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. That should get you softened enough to the way you can start spreading it out. Now I realized that when I started spreading this, that I kind of had them too far apart, and cream cheese was kind of getting in between them and more on the cutting board than actually on the cucumber slices. So I went ahead and tried to get them lined up properly and kind of overlap themselves a bit. That way I was able to easily spread the cucumber evenly all over the cucumber slices. After we went ahead and spread the cucumbers, now we're starting to season it. Well, we hit it up with some everything bagel seasoning. At this point, you can also add like some Italian seasoning, some pepper, dill, whatever additional ingredients that you want to add to it. I actually did that after the fact, but now's a good time to do it because that way it'll get inside it. Here we're going to take all of the veggies that we're going to roll up inside it. We got a little bit of the tomato, some bell pepper slices, some cilantro, jalapeno, and just basically went ahead and just rolled that up inside our cucumber roll. This is the first thing we did. It was a little bit sloppy. So I was trying to get them to be able to stand up, but it kept falling over a bit. So I realized after making a couple of them that I should break up the pieces because I had them like sticking out too much, so they were kind of going everywhere when I rolled them. But I realized if you broke up the pieces, just cut them in half and just kind of make them the thickness of the slice of your cucumber roll, then that will make it a little bit easier for you to roll them as well as to get everything to stay in place. And also don't overfill them. The least that you put in, the better. The tighter of a roll that you can make, and that way everything will be able to basically stay in place or stay in its place when you roll them up. I also actually had some avocado, diced avocado that I tried to put in some of the rolls, and that didn't work. It kept sliding all over the place. So I could probably use that next time as top of the cucumbers and kind of use that to spread them down over top and just mash it and use it as a base layer. But this was our final product of how it looked after we went ahead and plated it up, tried to make a little design, try to make it a little festive. But the cucumber roll came out very nice. Nice palate cleanser. If you're using it to eat with anything else, you can definitely eat this in between bites, and it'll definitely clean your mouth up. So hope you guys like this recipe. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to hit us up in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy. Back to the pics. All right, guys, that was our video on how we made our cucumber rolls. Let me get you a close-up of one. This is the only one that's standing up, but let's see. Some of them were able to stand up, some of them weren't. Pretty much all depending on how you filled them. I kind of realized halfway through making them that it's better to kind of get the strips to be the same length or similar in length to however size your cucumber roll is. But let's see. Let's give one a taste. Super crunchy from the fresh veggies of cucumber, bell peppers, green onions. Got a little kick from that jalapeno. Everything bagel seasoning brings a little bit of saltiness to it, which helps with everything. And also sprinkled over a little bit of Italian seasoning over top. Also a little dill in some spots. So that helps with bring some additional flavor to it now. But just by itself, just what's on it with cream cheese, everything bagel seasoning and the veggies, super fresh. It's just kind of like a one bite salad in your mouth. Just it's refreshing, like cucumber water. But it's really good. I really like it. You can just make these ahead of time, pop them in the fridge, and whenever you're ready to bring them out, you can just do that. I like these. Hold on, let me get into this. I'm gonna knock all these out. All right, so for week 7, starting off on Thursday, we have the Broncos and the Bears. I'm sorry, the Broncos and the Browns. The Browns, I don't know about that Super Bowl because they are dropping like flies. Both running backs got hurt, Hunt and also the quarterback got hurt, shoulder injury. They said it kind of re-aggravated one from previously in the season, but I don't know. The Broncos, they are still going downhill ever since Jerry Jeudy went out and still trying to get everything together. The Raiders kind of just beat up on them. I want to say the Browns on this one, but I don't know based off of the injuries. And the Broncos, they just need to get back to week 1, 2, 3 form. But it's tough. If Baker Mayfield doesn't play, we don't know if he's going to play or not because he walked out in a sling. But I'm making these picks beforehand and not game time decisions. I'm going to go with the Browns. I'm going to go with the Browns, see who can step up and keep it going. I'm going to go with the Browns for that Thursday Night Football. Going into the week, and we do have some buys this week. We had some buys last week also I didn't talk about, but the buys this week are the Bills, Cowboys, Vikings, Steelers, Chargers, and the Jaguars. So everybody else will be playing. For the 1 o'clock games, Washington versus the Packers. We're going to go with Green Bay on that one. The Washington quarterback, Heineke, he's been still be doing great. Stanley came in close, but Aaron Rodgers is playing like the old Aaron Rodgers, telling the Chicago crowd that he still owns them. We're going with the Packers on that game. Chiefs versus Titans. That Titans game came down to the last second, which I thought the Bills were going to win, but they went for it on 4th down, and Allen slipped a bit and didn't get it in. But that was a good game, back and forth. Henry was running like crazy all over the place. Tennessee versus the Chiefs. You can't count out Mahomes. Mahomes had a crazy pass. Like he was basically running all the way to the right and threw all the way across his body like the cameraman. I don't even know how the cameraman knew where the ball was going because he must have saw Tyreek Hill flash across the other side because he threw it completely across the body all to the other side of the field. Got a nice catch on that one, but you can't count out those two. But I'll go with Tennessee. Tennessee over the Chiefs. I should pick Kansas City. Tennessee. Dolphins versus Falcons. The Dolphins have been falling apart. The Falcons, they got a bye week and got some chance to re-up and get better in some positions. The tight end, Pitts, finally got his first. So he had a breakout game last game. I want to go with the Falcons over the Dolphins on this one. Jets versus Patriots. Patriots. Not that much to say about the Jets. The Patriots, they're just like doing okay, but they're playing like, I guess I'm not gonna say they're paying up the competition, but they're just like slowly not getting in some on some drives and stalling out. But we're going to beat the Jets. So Patriots over Jets. Giants versus the Panthers. Donald's been regressing from those first few weeks. But I'm going to pick the Panthers for this game. They said Christian McCaffrey's going to be out for 3 more weeks, so don't count for him to be in the game. The Giants might come out and surprise people on this one. But I'm going to go with the Panthers. Panthers over the Giants. Bengals versus Ravens. Bengals 4-1. They were 4-1 last week, but they lost and then dropped down to 4-2. The Ravens are still just coming back and knocking everybody out ever since that Raiders game that they lost opening week. Division game, I think it's for first place. Yeah, it is. Ravens versus Bengals. Ooh. Lamar Jackson. We're going with Lamar Jackson on this one again. Ravens over the Bengals. Lions versus Rams. 0-6 Lions. They were losing all those close games last second, somehow crazy losing. But I think they're going to just get beat in this game completely. And it's not going to be close for them to come back and try to win on the last second. So we're going to pick the Rams over the Lions. Raiders versus Eagles. That Raider game was versus the Broncos. It was head coach controversy. All that happened, and they pulled everything together and pulled out a good win over the Broncos. Passing game is starting to get back together after those 2 slow games against the Chargers and against, who was the Bears. Both of those games, the passing game just went out of nowhere. But they are doubling up and making sure they're keeping an eye on Waller. So that's just giving it open opportunities to everybody else. And Ruggs and Edwards and everybody else is stepping up. We just got to make sure that running back is completely healthy and we can get our running game going. But Kenyon Drake had 2 good touchdowns, so he's picking up the slack. So hopefully we'll come around and perform. But Raiders versus Eagles, Jalen Hurts, he's basically their leading running back and throwing the ball, and so we continue that. Running quarterbacks give us problems. But it's in Oakland. It's in Las Vegas, so we're going to go with the Raiders on this game. Raiders over Eagles. Let's see. Texans versus the Cardinals. Texans are 6-0. No, they're not. Texans are 1-5. Cardinals are 6-0. Cardinals are rolling. Kyler Murray doing his thing. He has a lot of options on offense. And his touchdown pass in the back, and I can't even think of his name right now. Texans wide receiver that went over to the Cardinals. Like on my mind freeze right now, but we're gonna go with the Cardinals on this. And they're gonna stay undefeated. 7-0 Cardinals over the Texans. Texans, they need some help. Bears versus Buccaneers. After what the Packers did to the Bears, I don't see the Buccaneers doing anything differently. The Buccaneers offense is stepping up. I don't know, Gronk might be back, but with him being out, Leonard Fournette is doing his job, catching the ball out of the backfield, goal line, getting his yards in. So I think once Gronk comes back, I think his role, as much as he ball he's getting, may regress a bit. But Brady has options. Mike Evans, Antonio Holmes I believe he's back. He's doing a great job. Buccaneers over Bears. 49ers versus Colts. This is going to be a tough one. The Colts start off, I think 0-4, but they've been playing very good lately, those last few games. 49ers coming off that bye week. I think both their quarterbacks might be. Yeah, I think both. I know the backup quarterback got hurt last game. I don't know if he's healthy enough to play. Colts. Too many injuries on the 49ers. I'm going to go Colts over 49ers. And that's that Sunday Night Football game. And Monday Night Football is the Saints over the Seahawks. Oh, yeah. Last week when I made my pick, I didn't realize that Geno Smith was going to be the starter. So I most likely would, if I would have known that, even though they almost won that game, I wouldn't have picked the Seahawks last week. But I'm going to go with the Saints over the Seahawks on Monday Night Football. Even though it's in Seattle, these are good. Cream cheese oozing out. These are good. Saints over Seahawks. So our picks for next week. Thursday Night Football, we're going to go with the Browns over the Broncos. Packers over Washington. Titans over Chiefs. Cross my fingers. Falcons over the Dolphins. Patriots over the Jets. Panthers over the Giants. Ravens over the Bengals. Rams over the Lions. Raiders over the Eagles. Cardinals over the Texans. Buccaneers over the Bears. And for the late game, Sunday Night Football, Colts over the 49ers. Monday Night Football, Saints over Steelers. And Bills fans, Cowboy fans, Vikings fans, Steelers fans, Chargers fans, and Jaguars fans, you guys have a week off. But the Jaguars game, did you see the Jaguars game on early morning in London? That kick to, was it a kick to win or the kick going to overtime? But when he curved it, he kicked it. I was like, he missed it. And the last second, that thing curved so hard to the left, back in, and made it through the field goal. That was a good kick. And also, there was another close game last week with some crazy plays. What was it? I can't think of it back of my head. I know the Chargers Ravens game had like back-to-back interceptions, which is weird. But yeah, that goal line stand against the Bills and Titans, and then Geno Smith's fumble to give them that game. But that was week 6, guys. This is on to week 7. Hope you guys like the game day food and football series. Hope you guys try out these cucumber roll-ups. And you can mix and match these up also. Again, you can add meat to these if you wanted to. You can mix some turkey meat or ham or roast beef or whatever you want to mix in here and add some cheese and things. But these are just straight vegetarian, just straight veggies in this one. But any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And as always, guys, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy.
Enjoy. And please subscribe. Enjoy.
Hey, Towners. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. All ingredients and directions are listed in the description box below each video. And as always, thank you guys for watching.